I'm Romy Stevens with ABC Hunter News. New South Wales Treasurer Daniel Mookhey has told Budget Estimates he thinks the former coalition government's decision to sell Lake Macquarie's Eraring Power Station was one of the most absurd decisions ever made. Bridget Murphy reports. Origin's Eraring plant is set to close in 2025, but the government's been negotiating to keep it open for longer to shore up energy supply. In estimates this week, Daniel Mookhey took aim at the former government, saying the reason his Labor government is now having a conversation with Origin is as a result of what he called one of Australia's worst privatisations that a former government has taken. He said he thinks the coalition's decision to sell Eraring for $50 million ranks as one of the most absurd decisions made. On Eraring's future, he said he is interested in ensuring the lights stay on. State health officials have used budget estimates to talk up the success of patient transport services in Hunter, New England. Giselle Wakatama has more.
One of the recommendations out of the Rural and Remote Health Inquiry was 24/7 patient transport services so that paramedics aren't used for transport that doesn't require their skills. New South Wales Health's Luke Sloan was questioned about the implementation during budget estimates. Mr Sloan said inroads have been made in the Hunter, New England. He said there's been consultation with local paramedics and they've been able to demonstrate a decrease in reliance on the ambulance service in some areas. But Mr Sloan said more work's needed to be done in implementing patient transport services in other rural and regional areas. A murder trial has been told listening device recordings relating to an alleged Stockton murder are equivalent to more than 2 months of continuous listening. Alleged getaway driver Stephen John Garland has pleaded not guilty to murder and being an accessory over the death of Stacey Klimovich at Stockton in 2021. A police officer was questioned yesterday about listening device recordings placed in Mr Garland's home. He said the file comprised of more than 1,600 hours between September 19, 2021 and concluding on the day of his arrest 2 months later. The State's Department of Planning and Environment. The Hunters Clergy Abuse Network has applauded a High Court decision to overturn a permanent stay order in relation to a Catholic church damages case. Yesterday, a New South Wales woman hoping to sue the Catholic Diocese of Lismore for negligence won her High Court bid to overturn the stay. She was abused by a priest in 1968 when she was 14. The priest died in 1996 and the church said it can't get a fair trial now he's dead, but the High Court ruled the stay be set aside. It's a decision welcomed by local abuse survivor advocate Bob O'Toole.
We've been waiting for it for many, many months. Just within our own region, we have probably 8 or 10 people who have been stymied from achieving justice, I suppose, and redress.
The state's Department of Planning and Environment has fined a local company for illegal clearing on a large parcel of environmentally sensitive land at Doyleson. Mary Louise Vince reports.
After a year-long investigation, the department's confirmed a vulnerable native Angophora species known as the Charmhaven apple was harmed on the Thompson Vale Road property and the landowner's been fined $4,400. A stop work order was issued to the owner, Spring Creek Properties, and a construction company last September, not long after the 144 hectares of bushland was purchased from Central Coast Council. The department won't detail the extent of the damage caused to the species, which is only known to exist in that region. Turning to sport, the Matildas have taken another big step towards qualifying for the Paris 2024 Olympics with a 3-0 win over Chinese Taipei in their final round 2 group stage match in Perth. Second half goals from Mary Fowler, Sam Kerr and Tamika Yallop consolidated top spot for Australia in Group A. Fowler says it feels good to be able to play positions freely and confidently.
Yeah, I think it's always helps when you get the backing from the coach and the freedom to be able to do that and just to rotate. And us three out there are very free-thinking kind of players and ball players. So to be able to move around quite a bit, it's very unpredictable for the other team and it just allows us to play our game and have fun out there.
Checking the Hunters' weather, partly cloudy, daytime temperatures between 22 and 27 degrees, a top of 27 in Scone, Singleton 26, 24 in Maitland and 23 in Newcastle. That's ABC News.